Good day, traders. This is Richard. Good day, traders. We're going to watch Larry Pensavanto's video, which he made last night. It is Wednesday, and he talks about several instruments, starting out with the S&P 500, right in the middle of this invasion week. That's what I'm calling it.
All right, folks, we're going to take a look at a few markets tonight. It's going to be a little bit longer than normal video because I want to include them all in one video so that I don't have to resend them out all the time. We're going to start off with the E-mini S&P on the daily. All of you that have been following this for quite some time know that we were looking at this 36 days, calendar days from high. We hit the Fibonacci number exactly 618, 1, 2, 3 times. There was our key date right here. We then completed an ABCD pattern here last night. We're having a tiny bit of a rally here right now. Remember, the goal on this move is from 36 days here, calendar days, to 55 calendar days, bring you to March the 4th. That's 9 trading days from where we are right now. And that's where we should be making a really substantial bottom. My guess is probably right here at 38.44. Now, that's down a lot. But remember, that's nothing more than this A, B, C, D pattern right here. So we could easily do that without any trouble. This on a shorter time frame, going to a 30-minute, it's done exactly everything we thought it would do. Every rally has been stopped by a 382 retracement, 382 retracement. This went slightly above the 382 retracement due to all the noise. And then today we've had another 382 retracement. So if this is correct, we should start to go lower. Now, what we're going to do now is we'll take a quick look here at the Russell on the daily. You know, we had a perfect Gartley pattern right here, as you recall, and now we're starting this movement to the downside. You can see it starting to roll over again tonight is what we expected to have happen. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to switch gears here, and we're going to go over to the gold market. Just give me 1 second here, and then we'll get this up here. There's well, we need to get to the June gold, so let's just move over here. Excuse me, hold on 1 second here, and then we'll get this 4-hour chart up here. And there we are. Okay, here's what we've done so far. We've had this big move up into the 1.618 level here at 119. We've gone sideways here now for about a day and a half, basically, is what we're looking at here. So what we'll do is we'll go down to a 15-minute chart and see where we are. You see, we had the 3 drive to a top pattern right there. It was just about as perfect as you could possibly get with a beautiful ABCD coming in right up here. You see the ratio is expanding nicely. AB equals CD. We come down, we rallied up to the 78. We came down sharply, then up to the 618. What this appears to be doing, folks, is getting ready for another corrective move here to the downside. And what we'd be looking at on this particular run here would be a move from this level right here, right down, you know, to the this level right here, about 1883, down about $20 from where we are right now. So that's another one that we're paying close attention to. And then also we want to be watching the treasury bonds because they completed a small pattern today that was very, very interesting. Let's just get this up here for a second. And 1 more second, and there we are right there. We'll just put the hourly chart on, and you'll be able to see that.
RSI overbought.
Yep, there was where it was. It did exactly what it should have done. Hold on here, move this over a little bit. You'll see from the high that we made right back here to the low right here. We were right on the 61% retracement up here at 154.06 yesterday. We had a pretty big break. The break so far has only taken us up a very tiny little pattern right in here, which means we're heading down lower in the treasury bonds also. So those are the 3 that we have on our plate. And also the crude oil, folks. We want to be watching crude. That's been very, very good to us. And we want to keep our pulse on this one because it's got a chance here for a pretty big break here, given the fact that the news has been so bullish for crude oil, and yet it's just not performing very well at all. Looking at the hourly chart, you'll be able to see here what's happened here. We've had the same pattern that we're looking at here in the, just get it over so you can see it. We have another ABCD pattern in here. We have a top here, just a little above the 78% level, but still below the old high. You see, we went above it and then went above it a little bit and then came down. What I'm watching tonight is I want to see what this can do. The news is going to be probably some more stuff from Ukraine, but see how it handles this level here at 92.49. If it doesn't get any higher than that, we're most getting ready to go. But the real good ones are the treasury bonds and the stock indices, of course, number one. Those are the main ones that we want to watch on. I'm not, the currencies are doing really not very much at all. Otherwise, I'd be giving some more information on that. But right now, let's just focus where the money is, and that's in short stocks. And the only thing would change that would be a move above 4,400 in the S&P, which is up about 90 handles from where we are right here tonight. So that's it. Live every day in an attitude of gratitude, and may God bless.
Okay, so I got a little confused in there, James. Did you listen to it? Are you in tune with everything he said about all three instruments he talked about?
Oh, I don't know about. I don't know about in tune, but yeah.
Is he bearish or bullish oil? I got confused.
He's bearish oil.
I am bearish oil too, and I sent him this thing yesterday. The trade I took last night.
Yeah.
Where I told him I showed him how I was short the oil, and it went down, and I got filled. I made $1,500 on this one here. This is the one I took off first thing this morning, and I'd already gotten profit out of the first one overnight, and so now, but he said something about crude oil, and I got the impression that he had an inference of buying, and
well, no, he said the news is bullish, but the instrument is behaving bearishly.
Well, that's been true ever since it all started last weekend. And I've been bearish since last weekend. My let's see, what did I say about as I go in here? I want to see what we said in our wharf. There's crude oil right there. Come on, why isn't it blowing up? There we go. I want it to blow up one more time. There we go. Okay, notice this. That's my forecast, and it came true. We're not down to 84 yet, and we're nowhere near 84, but we are coming down, and we're all the way down to, where are we? God, I don't even know where we are. Come on. I have to get out of this to find out. Well, we were down here, but look at it now. Wow. We were down here at 91, but nowhere near 89. Well, boy, it sure did take off over the last 2 hours. Is that a new high?
No.
No, not a new high. So this is what we got now. We don't get another new high. So that's the new geometry. With an expectation of 89, where I put on last week. You think it's going to get there in 3 days? I don't think so. Maybe it will. What was this goose? What happened here? Was there some news? There must have been some news. I bet you if we turn on the news, we'd find out, but I'm not going to do it during trading time. I don't want to be, it dilutes my focus. When I watch the news, it's completely out of G with what's happening in the market. So the news is not productive to watch during trading time. I can say that with complete conviction. If you want to watch the news, I watch the news in our time zone, like when I have my lunch, like at noon to 1 o'clock Pacific time. That's when I watch news. Noon to 3 o'clock. If you want to watch 3 hours of it, I can't stand more than 20 minutes of it, but you can get it all in 20 minutes if you start at the top of the hour. And it doesn't matter which hour you choose, they repeat it all the time. And you can watch it on 5 different channels. And you can watch it on CNBC, watch it on Fox Business or Fox regular or CNN regular or Bloomberg. I think Bloomberg is the most vanilla, the least political of all. And he's a Democrat, but his team they are financial guys. They're not politicians. So the Bloomberg television for finance is very level. It's not politicized, in my opinion. I haven't watched enough of it to know that for a fact, but I believe it off the cuff. So if we can get down to 89 over the next week, this could be next week's focus if we don't make another new high. And this is a good high to have because it shows us that it can't get up and make new highs. So if we don't make a new high this week, I don't think we'll make a new high next week. I think we'll come on down to 89 over the next 5 trading days. What does this say? This is a 15-minute chart. Let's go over here to a 4-hour chart and make it look like a wharf. So that doesn't look so bad. Pretty much like it did last week. We got down to 87 last week. But let's not make a new high. That's the thing I want to avoid. If we can do that, we're coming down. And all of us want. The only people that want oil to go above are greedy bastards that are in the business, like Putin himself. He's in oil business. Larry said one day, he's the richest man in America. I don't know what he knows that I don't know, but if I talk to my colleague Ed, I'm sure that he'd tell me the same thing. He's the richest man in the world, not America. Shoot, how to get misplaced that word. And he just wants to get richer. That's what this is all about. He's enriching himself. You never hear about his family. I don't know whether he has kids or a wife or what. You never hear about it. It's not in the mainstream news. His family situation, how many nieces and nephews and other people around him. It's just like Putin. He's all by himself. He's got no friends. They don't talk about any of his friends or his relatives. Isn't that amazing that we don't get anything? Younger than Trump or Biden or some of the other. There's a whole lot of young people your age that are getting into politics like these. There's 3 or 4 females that could really become influential in the next 8 years. Like that woman who was the United Nations U.S. leader, I forget what they call her, Nikki, and then the woman from the governor of South Dakota, and this woman who is a Democrat, but she was from Hawaii, or still is from Hawaii, and she's now commentating on Fox. So I don't, I know that she was a candidate for the presidential nomination when the things first started. She was on the Democratic side, but now she's talking like conservative on Fox. Her name's Gabby. All those women. And then the other one that's fallen out of vogue because she's girlfriend to one of the Trumps, and that the woman that used to be, she's had a lot of roles and she's very influential. And she used to be on one of those talk shows. I think it was The Five, and I forget her name. She's quite proactive. She's a definite conservative woman and quite bright. And she's dating Donald Jr. or Eric. I don't know which one. I get them all mixed up. They all have the same last name. I can't think of her name, but these 5 women I just mentioned could be our leaders someday. Save us from Kamala Harris, please. Oh, now you know my politics. I'm going to stop the recording. 8 to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy. I will teach you how to use my right-hand trade to take 500 a day to keep the job away in just 1 hour a day while you watch us trade live right before your eyes.